TikTok is still alive and creativity program is still on. Today, we're gonna break it down. What do you have to do? What kind of niche would you pursue? And one little trick that just gives you more views. So, let's get started. TikTok creativity program beta terms. This is in beta for like 2 years now. I don't know why they don't, well, maybe they're just using it as an excuse. So, what do you have to do? First of all, who can join the creativity program beta? First of all, the biggest issue is to get 10,000 authentic followers on the platform. And of course, that's going to be the biggest obstacle in order to start getting money from this. Also, you have to have at least 100,000 video views in total over the last 30 days. So, these two are the key metrics. Now, what is good about this? Well, you can start with something, all right? Or you can start with multiple accounts. And if you see that one of those accounts doesn't work, well, you can just start over. I know, and I gotta be honest with you, it's not gonna be successful on your first try. It's just the way it is. I tried it many times. A lot of my friends tried it many times. And it was, the last time it worked. But before that, there was a lot of try and error. All right, so it's just the way it is. Be ready for it. It's not gonna be like you make your first account and you blow up. Maybe. That's like 1% of the luckiest ones. But all of us other ones, well, we just have to work on it. Also, later on, your videos have to be 1 minute or longer. And all of the monetized videos that you have, they have to have at least 1,000 views if they're gonna get you any money, right? And there's some other requirements here, and I just suggest you read. I can't go through all of them now. And this is your Creator Academy. You've got a lot of info on TikTok as well, so they're gonna give you some info, but they're not gonna tell you what kind of niche you should go with. Now, I know that a lot of people are just saying, okay, go with your passion, go with something you like. TikTok is not one of those things. Maybe you could get away with it on YouTube. And on TikTok, you have to go with what people watch. And on top of it, you have to go with what advertisers want. So for example, if you want to post satisfying videos, whatever, you are going to attract a certain audience. And that kind of audience is 10 years old, 15 years old at most. So advertisers know that. They have all the metrics, all the analytics. So they don't want to pay money in order to place the ads in front of those people, in front of that audience, all right? They know it. They want to go to the people who have money to spend, all right? That's how you got to think about it. That's why finance is one of the strongest niches out there. Advertisers know that there is a lot of people who watch finance in order to buy something, in order to invest in something, in order to start a business or whatever, or in order to find a tool which is gonna make their job easier. That's why they want to target those people. And if your niche is not targeting high income audience, well, the advertisers are not gonna pay to place their ad in front of your content. All right? I hope that makes sense. So you gotta take something like military or golf or sports or, fitness. There's many more. I just mentioned a few. But, you have to grab something which is not for kids. Let's just put it that way. And of course, the most important part is that you stay consistent. You have to post at least 4 times a day when you're just starting out. And if you want to get that kind of content, that amount of content, well, I've got something for you. If you just Google for Opus Clips here, well, you're just gonna have this. Now, what this tool does is that you can just place the video link inside of here. It can be YouTube, it can be from anywhere, it can be from Facebook, LinkedIn, Twitter, whatever. And what this tool is gonna do, it's gonna clip that video. And it's gonna give you 10 of smaller videos, which are gonna be around 1 minute mark. And they're gonna rank these videos on a virality scale, right? So it thinks and it understands which videos are going to be viral or not. So it gives it a score. Because of this tool, you can now just go over to YouTube and you can find your favorite podcasts, let's say, that is within your niche. I've got a friend who has like military podcasts. That's what people dig. It's really, really good and it's really working and it's not saturated yet. So all he does is he takes like 1 hour per day and he just pastes the clips in here. And Opus Clip is going to give him little clips that he can use. So for example, from one video that he finds on YouTube, he gets 10 different clips. Now he posts 3 times a day, and that's enough for him for the next 3 days. 1 hour, he has the content ready for the next 3 days. That's perfect, right? But you have to get there. You know, there's a lot of audience here. TikTok has huge traffic, and you know, the only thing that's gonna make you succeed is consistency over time. It's just like that. Now, I wanted to share something else with you today, and it is actually something that I found recently, and I partnered up with Lead Sniper to show you this. This is lead generation on Fiverr. First of all, you can see that there's not a lot of results, and the best part about this is that it can be automated. First of all, I gotta tell you this. If by any chance you want to collect leads from Google Maps, I have a perfect tool for you. It's called Lead Sniper. The link for it you can find down there. Few clicks and you scrape all the leads you need. They have free trial, which you can just use right now to see whether this is for you or not. And from there, it's a one-time payment. It is basically an extension, which works like this on Google Chrome. You find your area and then you just type in the keyword. Let's just go with barber or maybe barbershop. Click on the start button, and then it's just going to list out all the barbershops in your location. You can see the number of leads here, and of course you can export all of it into CSV file. On Lead Sniper, they've got a few other products such as Google Search Scraper and a few other ones, but Google Maps is the one I use the most. There's an installation guide for you as well, and if you ever feel stuck, there's 24/7 live chat support for solving all your problems. And as I've told you, pay once and export leads forever. So in a nutshell, you get the leads for companies, all right? And they pay you for it because leads for them means customers, potential customers. And with the tool, you can get 50 targeted leads in, let's say, 1 minute. And for example, this person is charging $10 for each one of those 50 leads. It can be done automatically. You just have to click and you have to talk to the client. So if this is something that is of interest to you, go for it. This is something that anyone can do. One more thing when it comes to TikTok. If you plan to post 4 posts per day, don't go and post all at once, right? Make 2 hours, all right? 2 hours between each one of those posts is going to be perfect. And the trick that I wanted to tell you about, there is a little thing that allows you to sell your course on TikTok, and it's usually going to be through TikTok Shop. What I recommend, what I do, is that I take certain course, which is like a PDF file or a video course, whatever. It doesn't have to be long, and you can just record your screen doing something. You know, it can be totally minimalistic, all right? And then you sell it for $50 on TikTok. Now, why do I say this? This is not for us to make money with the course. The reason why I do this is that whenever TikTok sees you selling something, it's going to push you through the algorithm. Why do they do that? Well, they make a portion of whatever you make on those products, on those courses, PDF files, whatever. So they're going to push your content in front of other people who don't sell anything because they're going to make some kind of money on that product. They're going to take a fee or whatever. So what do we get out of it? We're not trying to get the money through that. We are going to get more views because TikTok is going to push us more. That's the reason I do this, and it's a little trick that not a lot of people know about. You put it for $50, whatever, just so the TikTok sees you, and then it'll just give you more love. Algorithm love, of course. So that's what you need. That's a little trick. It goes with TikTok shops. You know, just explore and just go and play with it. With time, you will learn a lot, so just start with it, all right? Press that record button. I'll catch you later, and I'll wish you good luck.